¿A dónde está papi? 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 ¿A dónde está papi?
Welcome to the Sunday stream. I hope everyone's having an awesome Sunday. It is,
Sunday.
yes, I was about to say it is Sunday, fun day. How's it going? Cosmic Seeking. It's crazy. It's a crazy world, true. The Senate has been sitting all night, and the Trump and Pillow Clown show is tonight. Wait, what clown show is this?
Probably don't want to know.
Make sure we got everything going. It sounds like we do.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
Also, can everybody hear us okay? Is everything good? Fine. Okay. Good. What is this clown show that you're talking about? Also, for those who are not aware, or for those who haven't kept up, in the Alex Jones trial, his final penalties that he had to end up paying was 45 million on top of the 4 million.
Ooh-wee.
I'd said that when the initial amount was said for 4 million, I was like, dang, I wish it was like 10 times more. And so it was.
And thus, Burrito says it, and it is done.
And it is done. All right. I think
All
there's
right, Carlos, you know what you need to do for me now. Come on.
What, give you the lotto numbers?
Well, you know what? That would solve a multitude of problems, so I'm okay with that.
I think Trump has a rally tonight. Oh, I'm sure. There's like plenty of rallies. There is an issue.
Is there ever not a Trump rally?
Yeah, like these rallies have never quite gone away. What's the issue, my friend?
Which one? Which one, fam? Oh no, I got kicked out of my Amazon account.
Oh.
Balls.
I was like, what? You got kicked out of the Wi-Fi? Hold on, let me give you the
I don't know what I just typed. Yeah, not even close. I wish I had brought my Xbox controller. Yay, it knows who I am.
Cool. I hear in Texas there is a rule that damages may not be more than 2 times the other penalty. Yeah, but I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that's in reference to that, because that 45 million, I think, was actually something else. Like the damages or the penalty was 4 million, and then on top of that, I think that there was something else added, which ended up being 45. There is a Trump rally at the Trump Church every Sunday located inside Trump Towers. True. This is very well documented. How's it going, Walt?
I just can't.
Uh,
I just can't. I'm sorry.
so I think that rule, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it, Cosmic Seeking, but I think that rule, if it's true, then that means like the damages themselves can't be more than 2 times the penalty, but I don't think that that's the 45 million. I'm not sure.
I feel like that's not big enough.
I feel like that's not good enough. Whew.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was looking at tool bags.
Oh, I was about to agree, but
I said what I said. Nothing like being relevant accidentally.
that's true. Oh, the 4 million is provable losses, and the other part is the main damage at 2x. Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how that works. So that being said, taking that rule aside, I still think it should be the penalty should be whatever the amount it takes to bankrupt him should be the proper amount
And then some.
of damage is
And then some.
yeah, and then some. Cuz like the kind of behavior that Alex Jones has been engaging in since the beginning of his quote career, that's about enough of that. So it could be up to 12 million. That's still too little.
You really can get a career in anything these days.
That's true. You just gotta present yourself in a certain way. And yeah, this could be the first of 3 cases, and there are new ones. Oh, okay. So you mean there's new, like, more lawsuits? I mean, that's fine by me. Like I said, the proper, I think, result, or I guess the most just outcome that could happen is that he completely goes bankrupt and is unable to continue to do what he's doing. Like, that's basically what would be the preferable outcome. Oh no.
Carlos, why does it keep doing that? You gotta get that thing out of here. I'm scared. I cannot.
No, it's just like not stable because it's got like 2 little things here.
I cannot. No, sir.
It's not moving on its own. I'll just put him back there. There we go. He's not going anywhere. He's already grifting for the 50 million? What do you mean? Is he... I did see... You know what? I did see that his lawyer and him made like some kind of emergency statement that actually the January 6th committee is violating like a bunch of his rights or anything like that, because after his entire public... his entire history of text messages were accidentally sent to the opposite lawyers, the January 6th committee subpoenaed these things, and I think a few other folks, some of which are law enforcement, I think, or at least is something to be involved in other cases. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to assume that it has something to do with other civil cases, maybe. And the January 6th committee subpoenaed these records after his own lawyer leaked leaked his entire like text messages, and he's going out there saying that they're violating like 3 of his rights or something like that. Like, honestly,
That shit's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, the January 6th can have everything except the health records. Yeah, that's what a subpoena is. As long as a subpoena is legally issued, then it's all good.
Make tiny ones with what do you call it? Like this, but out of wood.
What is that?
Bottle opener.
Oh, nice.
We could make ones like that, but out of wood.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, like small ones. Like handheld ones.
Even higher profit.
Nice. He's already grifting for the 50 million. What does that mean? Like, is he putting out like...
You get 80 of those for $25.
Nice. He's, is this like the Donald Trump plan? Where he portrays himself as the victim, so in order...
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he portrays himself as a victim, so the billionaire sends out a bunch of texts requesting donations.
That is sad. Sounds like there's a fight going on upstairs.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just the way it is. It sounds. Realistically, she's probably just moving stuff around. What is going on up there?
I'm telling you, there's a freaking... Like, the bear is back. There's a fight going on upstairs.
Yeah, is she fighting Paquita?
I don't know. All I
No,
know
she's
is
probably
I'm
just
here
moving
like...
stuff around.
What the hell? I think she's vacuuming.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, because, you know, the back and forth.
I just hear like... What the hell?
I think they sent all those files to try and derail the case. You think they did it on purpose? I don't know. Never never underestimate
There
incompetence.
are no happy accidents, Carlos.
Right. Well. Oh, so this is the Donald Trump plan. He made a huge merch business that makes big profits and is just asking supporters to give him money too. Yeah, this is a Donald Trump plan. Act as the perpetual victim and then fleece your cult members. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. And sad for the people that fall for it. I used to have a friend, well, not used to, because he's still my friend. He's still one of my closest friends. But used to meaning that we used to live in the same neighborhood and used to hang out a lot because, well, we lived in the same neighborhood. And it's so funny because he used to get into arguments with his mother because his mother ended up, like, I don't know, somehow the details are lost on me again, but somehow his mom ended up being back in the, you know, in the UK and stuff like that. So he was basically raised by his grandparents, and for the most part, I would say, that's what I'm remembering. And he used to get into arguments with his mother all the time because she was like a legit Alex Jones supporter, like so much to the point where it's so funny. It's so much to the point where, I think for his birthday or for some like just random event or occasion, again, like this was years and years and years and years and years ago, for whatever occasion, she sent him a bunch of like InfoWars merchandise. She sent him like a t-shirt, a bumper sticker that said Hillary for prison, Infowars.com or something like that. It's yeah.
It is me, guys. I'm just
Oh yeah, but just to be clear, that is not a laptop speaking, and that is not a forehead speaking. It is actually, believe it or not, the co-host hiding behind the laptop.
I just can't see straight with my screen folded down, and this computer stand only goes up to a certain height.
It's all good. You know what we really need? We really need one of those. Is there a way to? I don't think it can go any lower though, because it's only three settings.
It depends on how long the pipe is. Depending on how long the pipe is, you just drill another fucking hole right here.
Oh yeah.
Hurt.
True.
And if the pipe's too long, we cut it. Hurt.
Yep. There you go.
Don't think about what you can't do. Think about how you're gonna do it, guys. That's problem solving, real life, right in front of you.
Jones was clearing over $75 million a year from his sources. Wow.
You guys got me addicted to this game. I've had to not allow myself to play it since the last
Stray?
time. Yes.
How far have you gotten?
I had to stop because I was like getting addicted.
That's funny. Wow, I can't believe $75 million a year just grifting off like complete.
What?
Yeah, 7. Like, all right, that's it.
Dude,
Listen.
if I could make like one of those every 10 years,
With one of those over 10 years, that
like
would be
what
a
I
freaking.
gotta do for one of those every 10 years, you let
Yeah,
me know
no,
because I
not
feel like
happening.
I'd be willing to do a lot.
Oh man, it's just like wild because
heard it here
like what it
first,
takes to
guys.
be, like to be Alex Jones is to just essentially
Oh fuck!
disconnect
I forgot how
yourself.
to play now.
What?
I forgot how to play now.
It takes a second.
Oh, I forgot what all the commands are.
You can look at the settings. Like if all it takes to like be Alex Jones is to just disconnect yourself from reality, put on a tinfoil hat for the rest of your life, and then just yell and be very confident about what you're yelling about. That's just
this
wild.
is where I'm at.
That's just wild.
I'm at dead end. Does this ring a bell to you?
What? Yeah, I know where. Well, I sort of remember where you are.
Did you beat the game already?
Oh yeah, no, I flew past that game. I literally spent
You're making me feel bad. I have like 13 hours into this.
yeah. You know how many hours I had? More than 30. Played into the game.
Am I halfway?
I don't know how much you've done, but
This is the
it
part
could
where
be.
you go forward and then you slide down the thing and then these guys chase you. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's touchscreen, so if you touch
Well, I haven't touched it before playing a game, sir. Thank you. Look, I can make myself look at myself. I'm
That's
so
right.
cute. Oh, wait. Oh.
It's like to adjust the camera angle, I guess.
Oh, look how cute.
That's adorable. He even made more money when he got banned from regular media. Jeez.
Oh my god. Guys, stop
So,
giving
wait.
this man attention.
Yeah, like we need to quit giving this person attention.
I shouldn't have said man. You're right.
Yeah, like the fact that he gets so much
There, I guess I can try
off
and
this
do
grift
this.
is just wild to me. Like it kind of like it's kind of the same playbook like for your Dave Rubins, your Milo Yiannopoulos, all these folks. It's just
forgot how
wild.
to run.
It's just wild. All I have to do, like, all you have to do to be successful is just to, in terms of like conspiratorial, often.
Well, this doesn't tell me anything, Carlos.
What, the controls? That's weird.
Who plays Stray? Help. I don't remember how to run.
I think
Is it shift?
yes, but left shift, I believe.
Well, fuck, that's not exactly easy.
No, it's not. That's why it's easier to play with the remote.
Why didn't you remind me to bring my Xbox controller?
I forgot. I didn't realize. So, yeah, so just to be conspiratorial and like quite often
Oh shit.
there's a lot of intersection with like the right wing too. All you have to do is just like disconnect yourself from reality and just go for it.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, no, I can't do this.
Oh no.
This just ain't gonna work. I already know.
Yeah, you might need your controller because
Like, my
it's
hand
hard.
is just not gonna do that right now.
It was easier to broadcast the Steam to my phone and then just play, like play in my bed with the controller than it was to play with the keyboard. It's so hard.
Well, I just play with my controller. With
Right.
My laptop.
Yeah, that's why I need an extra controller.
My Xbox doesn't work. I told you, take one of mine.
I forgot.
I know.
I forgot a bunch of stuff.
I know. This is why you gotta do like me. You gotta go on your phone. I don't know if Android has this, but I go into the little reminders thing.
Oh yeah, we have reminders on the calendar, right?
Okay, so I go into the reminders thing and I'll make like a different category for every place I go or for every different thing I do, right? So, like, say for example, Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
And I'll have everything specific for that. And that, I might need other stuff and that might be under a different list, but by God, everything for Thanksgiving dinner is under Thanksgiving dinner. And everything for Paint the Kitchen is under Paint the Kitchen.
Right. Okay, so is that a separate thing from like the calendar app?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I
So,
might have that. I don't know.
Well, it's probably not set up right now. Because I had it on my iPad, which I no longer have. But like, see, you do different lists. So like, say for example, I wanted to do a new list. You would go like this, and you would go add list, and say I'm gonna do stream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we'll do green. And you even pick a little emoji for it. We'll do the headphones. Because I don't think there's a camera. Yeah, we'll do the headphones. Okay, so now I can come in here and I can do any reminders, and they'll just be for the stream. And then I'll be like, all right, I got to work on the stream. What did I have to do?
Gotcha.
And then I'll check my reminders. You can even set alerts, like if you needed to be reminded about something at a certain time, you can make smart lists so that anytime you can just go into the general reminder screen, and anytime you use a certain word, it'll automatically assign it to specific lists. There's a lot of cool stuff. That's why I liked using the iPad at work so much. I don't know that I have smart lists on my phone. Maybe that's going to be an update.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm updating my thing because mine has a Samsung reminder, so it's like the copy. Can we have an update on Bree's well-being, as she was not as good last time? All right, go for it. You let them know.
I am upright and seeking sustenance.
Upright and seeking sustenance.
Oh, by the way, do you want to drop me off, or does Ed need to come pick me up?
Doesn't matter. What's easier?
Do you mind dropping me off?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Which one's easier?
Cool.
Sign
That way
into
I
your
can
Samsung
change
account,
and
not
leave
now.
my camera and stuff at home.
What?
That way I can change and leave my laptop and stuff at home. Otherwise, I was going to leave it here. I don't have the top on. I don't want to leave it in the Jeep when we go to Dahlonega.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So she's upright and
Seeking sustenance.
That was rough, fam. You're still not 100%, or how you feeling?
Shitty.
Okay.
Slightly less shitty.
Well, that's better than last week. That's scary
Either
shit.
that or I'm getting used to it. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, that's a good point, because like, what if your body thinks that this is normal?
Well, that's why I probably had it for weeks and didn't know. Because think about it. All of the symptoms are stuff that I normally feel.
Right, so how are you supposed to?
And that's always the thing. Everybody's like, how did you not know you were sick? I'm like, I'm sorry y'all are healthy and you don't understand. You're so fucking privileged. But every day of my life, I have joint pain and fatigue and tiredness and muscle aches and fevers on and off. So no, I don't notice. And I get sinusitis on and off all the time. So if I get a little congested,
That's just normal for
that's
you.
normal.
That's
I don't
just
start
wild.
to worry until it's bronchitis or pneumonia. And you know how I can tell the difference? Because I get them both all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't notice.
That's just
And what's
wild.
so wild to me is that I get fevers on and off all the time. The whole duration of time that I tested positive with COVID, I was at like 98 or lower. Like, I was cold.
That's weird.
I didn't have a fever at all. It was like I had no immune response or anything.
That's scary.
It was
Wait,
like
that's not
freaky.
good. That's not good. I was like, oh, that's good. No fever. Wait a minute. That means that there's no immune response.
That's like, it was really freaky. You probably remember me telling you that.
Yeah.
Like the whole time, I didn't have a fever. I didn't get congested.
That's so weird.
I didn't have a cough. All it was I wanted to sleep. I wanted to sleep. When I first started thinking I was sick, was all of a sudden I was getting these like just, they were completely debilitating. I would call them major muscle aches. So like my quads, my calves, like my major muscle groups.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
Major muscle groups.
They would cramp so hard that like I couldn't even try to move almost.
Yikes.
So then I'm like, all right, maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe I'm low on potassium. Like I start thinking of all the
usual
things that might cause that. but it didn't really get better. And then all of a sudden I was so exhausted and I couldn't get caught up on sleep no matter how much I tried. And then what really did it for me was I was at work. It was like 100 and something degrees in the shop.
Jeez.
And I was cold.
Yeah.
I was sweating and cold. I'm like,
Huh.
something ain't right.
Yeah.
They're like, why don't you go get a COVID test? I'm like, okay. So I went and got one, and that test was positive in like 2 minutes. I was like,
Oh
oh
my.
shit.
Yeah, because you were experiencing symptoms. Those rapid tests are good if you're in the symptoms stage.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they're like they start, fluttering about when it comes to
But no fever, no congestion, no cough. No,
That's so bizarre.
Nothing. And figure me how I felt cold and sweaty, but I wasn't running a fever. Normally you feel like that when you get a fever.
Yeah. That's how I started
like,
realizing it.
I was 98, 98.7.
I was feeling something like off.
When I felt like I got a broken nose, and my nose still hurts. I don't know if any of you have ever gotten a broken nose, or even if you haven't, if you've been punched in the nose hard enough, you know the sensation I'm talking about because nothing else compares to it. I felt that, and I still feel that.
Yikes.
I did not completely lose taste or smell, but there are certain things that I now cannot stand the taste and smell of, and some things that I can't smell at all.
Yeah.
Other things, not affected at all.
That's gonna be a thing for a bit before it goes back to normal.
It never goes back. I'm okay with it like this, except for I do not like the taste of whiskey now, and that's a fucking problem.
Is your lifestyle better outside of Florida? Oh yeah, I think so.
Everybody asks us that, and we're just like,
I think so.
It's kind of like that. What's that song from The Little Mermaid? Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. That's how I feel when my friends from Florida ask me how things are going up here in Georgia.
Oh man. So for me, I had the exact mostly opposite experience. Yeah, the whole clammy thing and the fatigue is like basically the same, but I was running a hot fever, like very hot, for at least a couple of days, before it started to come down. But yeah, it started off feeling almost like food poisoning.
And you know what?
That's why
That's funny you say that.
When you asked me, like, what did you eat? Because I was like, I'm feeling weird. Like, something's not right. You're like, what did you eat? That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah, he already knows. When you spend your whole life being, like, medically screwed up, you learn. And especially me, not in I guess kind of in a medical sense, just not professionally, but my mind is kind of like I'm a diagnostician. Something's wrong, and I look at the whole thing and figure out why it's wrong.
Well, yeah. Well, you need that because you need to constantly be in tune with what you're feeling.
I think everybody needs that. Some
well,
just need it more than others.
What I'm saying is you've grown to be more sensitive to it because you need to understand what's going on at all times with your body, because at any given point you may or may not need you need to help either yourself or get yourself to the hospital. Yikes.
It's okay, you'll learn, Carlos. Some of us learn through personal necessity. Some of us learn out of responsibility.
That is true. That is true. Space. Nice.
I better turn that off before we get tossed.
Before we get tossed, that's hilarious. Is that a video game?
I can neither confirm nor deny these accusations. I'm over here cheesing so hard.
Oh my god. That's kind of funny though. And kind of cool. I didn't know this was a thing.
There are many.
What?
Yes, man.
This is news to me.
No, I have also have 13 hours into this.
Nice. I did not know there was a Star Trek video game.
All right, if you pronounce this right, you really are my friend.
I can't see that.
All right, guys, this is a test.
Well, I have no idea. Kanos?
Damn. Kronos.
Oh, that's Kronos?
Nope.
Oh, shoot. But that's not... Wait. That's not English.
No, it's Klingon.
Oh, it's Klingon. I don't know Klingon.
Klingon spelling with English letters.
Gotcha.
I can neither confirm nor deny that I am playing a Star Trek game.
It's okay.
Poor Carlos. He used to have to. He was not a nerd when I met him. Not like a complete nerd.
Only
anyways.
a partial one. Some
Only a
things are
partial
stuck.
one. He did like the anime and Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon and that kind of stuff. But then he met me and he found out about sci-fi.
I'm mirrored today? Yeah, I should be. Or is this backwards? I can't see from here.
He should be.
If this is backwards, it's okay.
Wait, if you can read the board, we don't care.
No, they're I think they're saying they
Board
can't.
is mirrored. Oh fuck. Good job, Carlos.
It's okay. It's okay. I pressed it, so I guess when it goes...
We could make 3 out of 1 for this.
That's right. It's quite possible because I took my phone off and then I put it back on.
We could make 30 out of 1 8-foot piece.
30 little things.
Yes. Dude. Want to show off our little sample?
This is a little wood sample that she's been messing around with to make bottle cap openers.
Yep. It was a piece of scrap that I used last night to set up the shaper and get that profile around the outside.
Well, this is not going to do it justice, but, you know.
We'll have to post some photos in the Discord, maybe. A little piece of black walnut. Something we played around with. But, yeah, we're going to start making some little items. As soon as we get up and going with that, we'll let you guys know in case you're interested. Any of our beer drinkers out there. I'll do a few other things too. I just, I want to start out with a couple items, not get too overwhelmed in the beginning. We only got 2 sets of hands, you know?
Yeah.
That moment when you realize your vape is almost empty.
Are those cartridges or do you just refill it? Nice.
That's my nicotine. That's my good stuff. Shark OG.
Nice.
Okay. Ooh. Double the daily reward when you are high enough. I am high enough. Oh, high enough VIP level.
High enough in Spore.
I'm sorry. I did not realize.
Actually, that looks pretty cool. You've got the stickers in a perfect position.
There we go.
Looks nice. And you can still see your laptop?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was just being funny in the beginning. I knew I could do this.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, no, to be fair, I was going to try and play Stray, but there is no way. I'm sorry. My fingers don't do that. Like, if I play, you know how many instruments I play? My fingers just don't do that.
That's funny. And Troma with a tier 1
family.
sub.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Sorry to tell you we had a 19-year-old girl die of a collapsed lung because she was vaping. I think there may have been other factors at play there. Well. What is this? This is the Sunday stream. The Sunday setup. Alright? I gave the Sam Cedar studio a break, okay? That's what I did.
We're in our weekend mode here.
Yeah, this is the weekend mode. That's right. I'm finally becoming my own man. True. I am separating myself from the from Zaddy Cedar. There you go.
Oh, when your boy in Miami texts you, it's not raining, come to my house. And I'm just like,
It's not raining. Come to your house.
I think you texted that to the wrong person.
Yeah,
friend.
like what are you supposed to do? Grab the next flight?
Excuse me while I just hop on my broom and
Oh my god, just that's so funny. Just
Are we doing the haunted Jeep ride?
I saw a post about that, but it's like $40. And I'm like, I don't know.
You better have bought your Jeep Fast Pass.
It's amazing you and Sam Cedar have the same colors and shapes. No, mine is better.
Ours is definitely better. 100p.
Someone's got to keep them humble.
100p. Ooh. Why is this not full screen? Oh, Captain Janeway.
What is that? How do you play that game?
And it works on the phone too, and it syncs back and forth with my phone and the Bluetooth.
So is it like a card game?
Kind of.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's pretty cool. Dude, I got Captain Janeway. If you know me, then you know that's like my favorite. Engage.
Yeah, by the way, I still have that set on the other side in Trauma. That's just the flip side. Yeah. I'm sad that Uhura died. Yep.
Dude, Nichelle Nichols is a national treasure.
Yep.
I am devastated. He's like, oh shit, true. I'm like, I would if I could though. LOL.
What did your friend expect you to do? Like take the next
No,
flight?
he texted the wrong person.
That's funny. I need you in Miami now. What?
I would go.
Hold on. Do you have a small loan of like $500? If so, I can be there in like 4 hours.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a strategy game.
It's like okay.
So like you gotta I'm building a team to try and figure out if I can go win this mission.
Nice. I hear only 2 of the original Star Trek cast are left. I don't know.
William Shatner and George Takei.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Wow, I really had that like right there, ready to go.
Yeah, that's right. Captain Kirk and Zulu, right?
Zulu.
Yeah.
Nobody, I ain't got no Klingons though. Who the hell's gonna help me with that? Alright, I think we're gonna go with Spock. No. I'm gonna go with Quark or Rhaegar.
So I guess I'll tell this story of the bear.
Yes.
Uhura did the first alien kiss. Yes, and it
Yes,
was.
she did, and she also had the first interracial kiss brought on live television.
That's right. I was about to say the exact same thing. She was
Well,
absolutely a national treasure and a trailblazer. Yeah.
I am not feeling very confident in this mission, but we will see what happens. Card on this one.
So we've put out a couple of bird feeders, and it's all cool. You know, it's all cool watching all
No biggie.
the different birds come and and whatnot. Very cute, very cool, very awesome. Except, I want to say 3 days ago. When did I send you that video? 2 days ago, maybe. Right?
Yeah.
About 2 days ago, it had to have been 2 days ago. It was Friday because my girlfriend was working, and she was like just looking out her window when all of a sudden a black bear comes, pulls and bends the metal, little feeder holder things, and launches one of them out of the frame. So that one gets launched about maybe 10 feet. We found it, by the way, in the bushes. So that one's good. We recovered it. It's not damaged.
I saw
that's good.
that. That was pretty freaking funny how it yeeted it.
Yep. And the second one, she ran off with it and left it somewhere. So Mama Bear, completely took down one of the bird feeders.
It won't let me.
Yeah. Needless to say, that's not a thing anymore.
What the heck happened? I broke the game.
Uh-oh, you broke the game? Boo.
It won't let me pick the other members of my team.
Well, is it only allowing you to do that many?
Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Ooh. But he's
No,
probably
the
gonna get
squirrels-
killed.
The squirrels are fine. Listen, if the squirrels wanna grab some seeds, that's fine. But yeah, Mama Bear and her cub got a hold of that. Got a hold of the bird feeders. Yeah, it was a bit of an L. A bit of an L because we had to replace that one, and yeah, needless to say, none of that outside.
I'm gonna fail. 100%. He's gonna die if I send him. And these other guys can't fight. Fuck it. Oh!
Bleep Blop Ben rating with a party of 52. Welcome, everybody. Howdy, howdy. Folks. Lodane, thank you for the follow. Folks, if you don't know, take 5 seconds to follow twitch.tv/bleepblopben. She's a phenomenal content creator. I appreciate you bringing all your wonderful folks here. Thank you. How's it going, everybody? And I hope you had a wonderful stream. Ludicrous Speed Dragon. Howdy, howdy. I see I'm going to assume you're another member of the infamous Dragon Squad.
Welcome.
Folks, if you don't know who we are A Difficult Truth. We do the news, we do the politics Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And on the Sundays, we just have a chill Caturday where we just hang out with you guys or do video game streams depending on what the mood is of the weekend. Today, we're just hanging out. Oh, the Dragon Squad is known here. That's a nice surprise. Oh yeah, there's a few folks who stop by. We have Echo Wrestle Dragon, Maple Leaf Dragon. We have a couple of them that stop by.
Got a few friends around.
We got a few dragons around. That's right. You guys came in just as I was telling my story. So I'll just retell the story. On Friday, since I normally don't stream on Friday, so I'm you know, I would have told it then, but on Friday a mama bear came to our house. A mama bear and her cub came to our house, bent the like large pole that was holding two bird feeders, ran off with one of the bird feeders, and launched the other bird feeder into orbit. We found eventually the one the one bird feeder, but the other one she ran off, and I assume what she wanted was the seeds for her cub, for her and her cub, and yeah, that was quite a scene. Hey Zimbu, how's it going? That's wild, no pun intended. Well, I mean, it works. Pun or no pun, right? It was indeed wild. Needless to say, we've moved anything relevant to bird feeding to the top deck. Out of reach. Out of reach, as we know, the best thing that you can do is just to let wildlife be wildlife. So don't want to encourage mama bear.
Told you, you just go out and yell at them.
Oh yeah, no, and don't leave any food is the first step.
What?
Did you make it?
I could be Arachnia Janeway?
The what now?
Dude, they have like so many different characters you can get. Oh, I think I need more crew members for this mission I'm on. Cause like I just don't think these motherfuckers gonna do it. I don't think they can.
What game is she playing? This is Star Trek something. What is it called?
Star Trek Timelines.
Star Trek Timelines. That's what she's playing in the laptop. Do you live in a red state? Yeah, always. Haven't really. That hasn't changed.
We'll be okay though.
Star Trek indeed is Poggies. Well, the old stuff anyways. I think she might agree.
Yeah.
There we go. The Republicans have been taking plenty of L's lately. Well, I think the more significant story, I think the most significant story would be the Kansas constitutional amendment vote, but other than that, I'm not sure. Indiana, though, yes. Indiana, I believe, if they haven't already, has the governor already signed it? Indiana has successfully passed what effectively is, I mean, basically a complete and total abortion ban. I think like they may have maybe the exception of like the mother's life is in danger or some BS. Like, other than that, I think it's pretty much one of the, if not outright the harshest, other than Texas, I think.
Ooh. I reckon, oh, this will be a nice.
They looked bad in the Senate. Oh, you mean because of the PACT Act or something like that? Yeah. In the Senate all-nighter? What, can you elaborate on that? The Senate all-nighter? And the legal guy getting fired. What legal guy? I have no idea what that means. You're gonna... I think that question is not for me. So I will refer this one to you. Janeway should have just given the Kazan a spare replicator and killed that fascist caretaker.
Kazan.
Kazan. Okay. I was like, this is Greek to me, so I'm gonna refer it to the person who knows what they're talking about.
You know, I thought the same thing myself. But I guess she really stuck to the crime directive.
I think he was a state attorney that got fired by the governor. Are you talking about Florida? That was also pretty cringe. So for the folks that don't know, I'm sure you guys probably have already seen this one before, but Governor DeSantis had some big announcement, and people were speculating that he was gonna like make his announcement to run for president, or people were gonna like think that some crazy, announcement was coming. What the announcement ended up being is that he was firing an attorney general for I forget the area. Because he was targeted the moment he said that he was not going to enforce any abortion like laws, that he was not going to enforce that, and that's what basically targeted him.
Some crazy shit going on.
Yeah,
there.
she knows. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I think you guys are speaking the same language, so yes, the abortion thing, that's right.
I don't know, aside from the new stuff, and I'm about to watch Picard, and
the
watch
series?
some of the new stuff, but anything that wasn't made like in the last 5 years, anything up until like the last 5 years, I've seen it more than once.
That's true.
There are many an episode that I know word for word.
The Republicans tried to stop the anti-inflation and failed. Yeah. They had the enough votes because freaking Cinema decided to strong arm the rest of the Democratic Senate because she wanted some type of tax thing to be taken out. But they ended up having the votes, I think.
Boo.
Even doing the bait and switch announcements like this helps him, and it keeps him in the news cycle. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It helps him keep him in the news cycle. It was a big PR thing, and like I didn't even know what the whole point of it was till the I think till the end where he finally announced, because he was like trying to build up this like press conference by like having a bunch of sheriffs come on, waving like little cards to say like, oh, well, crime rates, in like obviously big cities. I mean, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, crime is high in big cities. Thank you. I'm glad you decided to point that out. Excellent. And then made the argument that, well, now we need to fire this guy because this guy is threatening not to enforce the law. Well, when you actually read into it, it turns out that what prompted this announcement was because the moment Florida passed a pretty restrictive abortion laws, he came out and said, well, within my power, I'm not going to enforce any of these laws because it's BS and it's true. And that's what got him into the position of being fired or let go or terminated by Governor DeSantis. In other words, if you don't play ball, I'm going to fire you. So, like, if this is the type of action that the governor of Florida is taking within the state, like, what do you think he would do if he was actually president? Like, this guy scares the ever-living heck out of me. Why did the year of hell happen if Cass told Janeway about it after her trip in time? That's a you question. I have no idea what's going on here. So, I'll repeat it again. Why did the year of hell happen if Cass told Janeway about it after her trip in time?
I'm sorry.
Why did the year of hell happen if Cass told Janeway about it after her trip in time?
Ooh. That's a good question. Damn, that was a good one. I'm not sure.
This is Greek to me, so that's why I pointed it to you. I heard the Dems are bankrolling crazy Republican candidates because they are easier to beat. Clever what? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea. I know that Republicans deploy obviously similar tactics. They'll bankroll like green candidates and things like that. I don't know, like I don't know if that's a good idea. Just focus on things that you like this is what I don't understand. Like, regardless of whatever. This is what I don't understand. Like, why not do good stuff? Why not do good stuff and then run on good stuff? This is unbelievably like wild to me. Do good things, pass good legislation that helps people, and then run on that. It's not that clever, nor is it wise. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying, James Napper. I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's like the intended action. Nor is it wise to be deploying resources in that manner. Here's a question for you, Bree. What is your favorite Star Trek series? Also,
oh, that's tough. I don't know if I have a favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite. Oh.
Maybe I'll ask this.
I like them all.
Maybe I'll ask this. What's the first series that got you into it? Or did you start like from ground zero, like the first thing that came out?
Truthfully, The Next Generation was the first one I watched.
Okay.
But then my dad was like, okay, you really like this, and I like it too, so then we bought all of them.
Okay. So first generation was what got into it.
Yeah.
Like the platform that leaped you into this.
But of course, as a kid, Voyager, duh, because they had the female captain.
The Next Generation was my first. Okay. Also, who are you? I'm not a regular watcher. Okay, so I guess we'll give you the TLDR of the lore behind ADT. ADT was a Difficult Truth was a band originally.
Well,
was a band originally.
Originally, it was a song.
Yes, which the name originally came from a song. That she lore recap. Yes, that she started, and well, fast forward maybe what 10 plus years or something like that, and here we are. A Difficult Truth still exists as a music project. It's just that that's where all of this started, was based on that one title of a song that she did. You completely write it, or did you have a hand in writing it?
Had a hand in writing.
Okay, yeah. So this all started from this brainchild started from a song that she helped write that was titled "A Difficult Truth," that rippled through time into this.
That's right.
It's called reverse logic. Yeah, but I'm just not convinced. I'm just not convinced that that is a strategy that you need to be deploying. Like for me, if you ask me what would be a good waste of political capital or a good waste of political resources, is running on messaging that has receipts behind it, right? Like, if you run on, I don't know, if you run on, let's say, abortion rights, but you have a record of actually trying to codify abortion rights into federal law, that's a pretty good win-win situation. A good use, yes, there we go. I mean, it is, yeah, good use. Okay, fine, I'll use that. Yes, good use, that's exactly it. A good use of resource or good use of political capital would be to say, listen, we want to protect abortion rights, and then actually, I don't know, do it. That would be an example. We actually are going to run on healthcare, and then, like, I don't know, do it, or at least put forth efforts that you can show people that you actually mean what you're saying. That, because that's a disconnect that we're having here when it comes to, like, the Democratic Party, the messaging, and the voters, right? That's what we're having here. They're afraid of leaving neoliberal processes and systems. It's all they know. Emma made a good point on Left Reckoning that Democrats are obsessed with handling this like purely from the lens of electoralism. But like, even if you believe that, even if you're like obsessed with this idea like of only focusing on electoralism, like, wouldn't that by definition be good electoralism? Like, wouldn't that by definition win you that game too? Like, even if all you care about is electoralism, wouldn't deploying like good policy, or at least like deploying rhetoric about good policy and then doing what you can and put forth efforts to make this happen, and then explain to people either what the issue is here, or explain to people how they manage to pass like certain things if they can, like that's the disconnect here, between the Democratic Party, the platform, the actual Democratic Party, and then the voters, right? But this is like getting your opponent drunk and filming the car crash. Not really, because what if they actually like the car crash? You see where the issue comes? What if they actually like that? The Democrats will sit and bemoan dogmatism of the Republican Party and how they refuse to call out Trump or the Capitol riots, yet simultaneously will push ads supporting radicals who seek replace the displaced Republicans who actually do call out Trump into the riots. Yep, that's right, because they claim that that's the better play. Yeah, true. They're not even trying to win the votes by doing good.
That's pretty hilarious.
By doing good policy. Gosh, ass losers. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, even if the point, which is a fair point, like, if all you care about is electoralism, then, like, that's the path to victory, right? The path to victory is, like, I don't want to say simple, but the path to victory generally, like, if you're talking about, like, oh, we're gonna be like pro-worker, pro-working class, then move to make policy that is reflecting that, or at least you better make a damn good effort and explain to people how this is not working or why. Jesus. The same goes for anything that you claim that you're about, because the reason why people get out, the reason why people are motivated, generally speaking, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, but generally speaking, the reason why people are motivated to get out there is because they want to vote for something, right? Generally, what motivates people to actually show up is because they're voting for something.
That is very true.
So, like, even if you're just viewing it from a purely electoral, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. They're completely lost, like, out of, like, nowhere to be found, completely lost in space right now.
Me too.
As, oh yeah, that's right. Literally. And literally and figuratively.
I couldn't
thank you
help
for the follow.
myself,
Appreciate
guys.
that.
Don't mind. I said I couldn't help myself, guys. Don't mind me. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one. I can't use Picard? Oh yeah, I can. I gotta start leveling up some of these other assholes.
Because, like, the issue is cosmic seeking is that a good section of the Republican Party, like the electorate, is completely on board with some of these extremists. Like, that's the issue, and you're funding them, but simultaneously you're also trying to say that you're against them. The thing is, for years they tried to use the threat of the loss of / reproductive abortion rights as an incentive to get people to vote, but now they're using that same strategy after Roe v. Wade is gone. It makes no sense. Yeah, it doesn't, because, like, the only response right now, is to be like, all right, we're going to codify this, and you know what? Listen, if Mitch McConnell has the ability to carve out exceptions for all his projects, to carve out exceptions so that he can ram through hundreds of freaking federal judges, which has a huge ramifications. Like, federal judges, hundreds of them, because he decided that he was going to carve out an exception to the filibuster rule. Then, like, out of all the things, you would think protecting the right to bodily autonomy, what I would argue, and quite strongly, I would argue that it is a human right. Like, why not even, like, move in that direction? Like, because at least if you're like, okay, listen, we're going to carve out an exception to the filibuster, and we're going to make this, the federal law of the land, that people deserve the right to bodily autonomy. That is going to be the federal, that is going to be the federal law of the land. And at least say, like, no, we're going to carve out exceptions. This is how we're going to do it. And at the very least, put forth plans that would make sense. But no, they're, lost in, they're not here. They're in outer space, nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, the right makes consistent gains where it matters. Yeah, it just shows how hollow the Democratic platform and strategy is. So, reactionary relative to what Republicans do, no vision. It's just a buffer party. Yeah, like the point is, yeah, it's exactly what I was saying. I hope some good comes out of it in disillusioning normie voters, but I doubt it. Well, we don't want people to be apathetic. We want people to be realistic, right? And we want people to see the reality of the situation and just like, yeah, this is garbage, so we need to fix it. Because like the other thing that I would be afraid of is apathy. The other thing that I would say is, like, you don't want people seeing how this sucks so bad that now, well, what's the point? But I think that you are correct in the sense that, like, the Democratic Party is lost. Is lost in the sauce. They're in outer space right now. I think that is correct, and I think that what I said earlier makes sense. There's a disconnect between the Democratic Party, the platform, and the voters. Not only that, but in an era of extreme partisanship where actual compromise is next to null when defining along cultural cleavages, it's extremely dangerous to pour fuel into the fire. They're sacrificing the long-term health of the nation's democratic institutions, but by trying to gain token seats in the short term. They appear not to understand that campaigns go beyond ballot boxes as long-term consequences on day-to-day for American people. 100 day-to-day level for American people. Yeah, 100%. Like, what really like angers me is like people were so lost in the sauce thinking like Hillary was like, such a like, people were literally saying that she was going to start WW3 and things like that. Like, no, Hillary was a horrible candidate, completely horrible candidate. And like, for many reasons, I could see why people wouldn't vote for her, but like the ramifications, like there are serious ripple effects, right? And like we need to get people to understand that this is a shite this is a shite platform that we're standing on. It's shaky, it's shaky. The Dems aren't here to save you, and the Republicans are at any given point they can and they will implement a theocratic authoritarian state. So like dispelling their illusions and loyalty to the blue team, I meant apathy would suck. Yes. It's like, to me, as a utility, is basically to put a stopgap, because like the Republicans, as a this is just electoralism, but as a party, and as a, I guess, ideology, is moving in the direction, or has been for decades at this point, is moving in the direction that scares me more. That scares me more of these like corrupt, incompetent neoliberals. So I would rather end up in a situation where the Democrats would have to face a real left rather than face a theocratic authoritarian state. Hammerthur subbing at a tier 1. Thank you so much for 5 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Evil Lurking, thank you for the follow. It may be easier to defeat a radical candidate in a midterm election, for example, but that radical candidate will be energizing a lot of people who will get validated by campaigning. By campaigns. Plus, let's be honest, you're energizing a group of people who don't even trust the elections at the best of times. So even if they lose, they'll not be demotivated, because they'll just say you stole it from them. Yeah, which is incredibly dangerous. And this is absolutely correct. That's exactly what Trump's base hasn't gone away even after defeat. They don't believe his loss was authentic. 100%. Yeah, I agree, Zimbu. So I agree. Which is why I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice? I mean, this is just a theory, or this is just a hypothetical, but wouldn't it be nice if there was a real capacity for like the left? It doesn't have to be within the Democratic Party, although challenges to the Democratic Party from the left can be done within the party, but for now, that's what we have. But wouldn't it be nice if we end up with a scenario where it's the Democratic Party versus a kind of like left party, instead of forcing ourselves into picking shit or shittier, Ludicrous Speeddragon with another tier 1 sub. Thank you so much. Jeez. Thank you, guys. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just side ranting, not disagreeing. Okay. No, I'm just saying, like, it would be nice if we ended up in a situation where there is a legitimate left challenge versus the Dems, and then just move in that direction, right? But it's just the whole thing is just right now just all based on a shake. Right now we're standing on the shakiest of shakiest platform right now. All of us. All of us. It's just bizarre that this is where we are.
Agreed.
Oh, cute. The bot thanks too. Yeah. Yeah, and the bot is actually named a difficult bot. Isn't that cute? It's got all the it's on theme. Evil lurking. The little bot's on theme.
This game is fun.
The game? Did you make it?
I always make it.
Nice.
You should try it. You'd probably like it. You like this kind of stuff.
Did you get it on Steam?
Mhm.
Nice.
I think it was free.
What? Nice. Cool. Sag indeed. Yeah, so I think to touch on James's point, it is just unfathomable to me why you would be what effectively would be pouring gasoline on this entire thing by not legitimizing but by funding some of these extremists. It's just unfathomably stupid to me. It is just like that's what I'm saying. I can't even wrap my head around how unbelievably stupid and irresponsible that is. But yeah. What are you referring to? Oh, sorry. I was just like, I had a what is it? A tangential thought to what James was saying, and to what Cosmic Seeking was saying, that the Dems are funding like some extremist like candidates on the Republican side because they think in their heads it will be easier for them come election time. But like, no, no. That is unfathomably irresponsible and, quite frankly, it doesn't work that way. Absurd. Yes, that would be another word to use. Absurd. Oh my god. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Never underestimate the Democrats' ability to fumble a completely winnable situation.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and like you can't. This is what I'm saying about the disconnect. You're right, Zimbu, and this is a completely legitimate criticism, right? This is a completely legitimate criticism. This is the disconnect between the Democratic Party, the platform, and the voters. You can't simultaneously tell me that you believe in bodily autonomy and that you believe in in choice, while simultaneously, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter the reason, but whatever the reason, you're funding and you're endorsing candidates who are completely pro forced birth or pro life, whatever you want to call it. Like, you can't simultaneously tell that and then have the voters, spinning around in circles, right? Because you're telling me two different things here. You're sending two different messages. What the Democratic Party is doing, what the platform is saying, and what the voters are thinking are all different. They're like this, completely cross. Like legit, just contradicting herself with no worry. Yeah, because exactly what you're saying. She doesn't feel threatened to do anything about it because she knows that any challenge, particularly any progressive challenge, will get squashed. Regardless, any challenge will get squashed, and has been. I mean, unless there's like I don't know, unless you can find the unicorn candidate that is strong enough, most likely like she's more than capable of just like quashing it, right? The same with Mansion and Cinema. That's what I don't understand. Yeah, Simba, I don't understand that. The weird thing is, it's actually more of a coherent. The weird thing is, it's actually a more coherent strategy in terms of how electorates work than their usual attempts. But the problem is, it's the worst, most cynical way of interpreting that information. Radical opponents do motivate your base to turn out, but they didn't really need to do that. Abortion is already maximizing the potential of them votes without them even doing anything. Right. Your immediate response should have been, okay, we're going to move to codify this. Secondly, in modern day, radical candidates also motivate the opposition base, so it's counterproductive. Yeah, the whole thing is off, James. The whole thing is off. The whole thing is off, and it's like really frustrating because like it only helps. All of these fumbles and all of these miscalculations in the name of like being like trying to do like a 400 head D chess move, all of these things only serve the extremist of the right. They're the only ones that are making W's where it counts, in at least in that respect. They have like no fight in them because they feel comfortable, or what is happening aligns with their interests or does not affect their interests. That's what they think. But at the end of the day, it's really all in the open. But we can't do shit about it. Yeah, it does. It does suck. That's the most funniest thing about the whole situation, right? It's all out in the open, and we're talking about it, and everybody recognizes what's happening here. But our options are limited.
Aren't they always?
Not always, but you have to pave that route. The thing that I always say, and I will continue to say, is you gotta work with the tools that you have. You gotta play the hand you were dealt with. And if you have a tool, use it. Because if you don't, someone else will.
That is true.
So, you do things where you can. You use the tools that you have available, and, at the end of the day, you as an individual can only do so much.
That is very true.
You as an individual can only do so much.
Which is everything.
Right. But many individuals who have decided, how should I say, who have moved the uncomfortable thought from their subconscious to their conscious. When enough of that happens, that's when that's when different paths start to open up. Like fighting for abortion rights is sensical in the sense that it has widespread support, but that would require them to be on the offensive to exploit structural processes like Republicans do. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Wait, did I say this earlier? Or before you guys came in? I don't know if I said this earlier, or after you guys came in, but just in case, like, what you're saying is exactly right. Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. Yeah. Engage in hostile action against conservatives, so much effort, and that you're using to shaking hands with them instead. Like, this is not what they're there for, different interests, right? Supposedly, which I think that some do. There are genuine folks who want to do good. And I don't think that, like, every single, like, Dem senator or Dem representative is like a problem. But most certainly the party itself is gone, is lost in space. Is lost in space, and I want the most amount of good for the most amount of people, and I want them to do stuff. I want them to do good things, and by good things, I mean things that will help people. Jesus, like, you know what the problems are. You know what the problems are. This isn't like some secret. This isn't like a secret like quantum formula that would take like, you know, scientists to figure out. You know what the problems are. So freaking do something about it, or at least move in directions that would indicate, hey, these people actually care about X, Y, and Z. But unfortunately, not a lot of that stuff going around. There are some lowercase W's.
Some.
Yeah, there are some lowercase W's. But overall, I mean, I think the situation's kind of effed. Hey, Surfer McGritty, how's it going? I will say things like, the concept of the original American Rescue Plan that provided child tax credits and things like that, lowercase w, that was good until they swept that important thing right out of under everybody's feet. I think that with this fighting inflation plan or whatever it's called, some of the lowercase w's would be the incentives for people to electrify some other things. And I think it's going to spur, in some cases, a better playing field for more renewable, for more renewables. But on the flip side of that, it's going to allow more fossil fuel digging. It's going to allow more permits for fossil fuel extractions, things like that. And Cinema just got her way with doing away with some tax things. So it's like, it's going all right having a relaxing day at the shore. Nice. Haven't gone out this summer because I moved out. That and 2 jobs keeps me mad busy. Sheesh, I bet.
I think I just can't get it because I'm not a high enough level. This bitch done leveled up though. Woo woo. Upgrade.
Our bisexual slay queen literally slaying people to maintain her seat in power. I mean, but did you see how she curtsied as she downvoted the raising of the minimum wage?
That sounds polite.
But did you see the curtsy as she did her little...
Okay. So we need to take Dr. Crusher on a couple missions.
If this was a Just World, she'd be hanging upside down. Just saying, like upside down, getting stuck
Like
on a ride.
bat?
Like getting stuck on a ride upside down permanently. You know, like when you're like at the fair and then like the they don't have that anymore, but the one that goes in circles, that roller coaster, I forget what it's called.
The fireball.
The fireball.
Or no, Ring of Fire.
The Ring of Fire,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Like just get stuck upside down. like that for like a good couple of hours. Yeah, that's a good meme. After that curtsy, yeah, it's just unbelievable how callous. Like it's the same with like these freaking ghouls would literally fist bump after voting no on legislation that would literally like give access to healthcare for veterans after they got royally screwed by the government. You know, the bill that just passed with the fire pits, you know, like a lot of veterans have suffered uh complications and things like that, and like these ghouls, just lack of a better word, literally fist bumping fist bumping after voting no to F God knows how many veterans out of healthcare that they need and deserve. Like, and if they can do that to veterans, if they can do that without a batting an eye, remember, and I'm only speaking like from their perspective because like this is the party, like the Republican Party is supposed to be the party of the troops and all this other stuff, right? They campaign on that.
That's what they say.
Right, that's what they say, correct. And like if that's what they'll do to veterans, if that's what they'll do to veterans, literally like fist bumping as they shaft them out of freaking healthcare, like, yeah, okay.
Disturbing.
Yeah, what's disturbing is just how like calm and how cool it is that they do that. Like happy and completely non-phased about it at all. They will literally look at you and an option to help you, and then fist bump as they say no. Jesus. At least we got some good art out of it. Send it to me.
I'm good, thank you.
Send it to me via whispers. I'll take a look at it after stream. Oh my god. Yeah, but at least listen. As society collapses around us, and as we're at least we got some good beams on our way out, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Not even the need to put on some theater. It's so gross. I agree. Like, it's just like unbelievable that people who have the capacity, who have the power to do things, right? Because they're supposed to be elected representatives, meaning they're supposed to represent our interests and our needs, right? Because that's why we did the whole thing, right? That's why we did the whole representative democracy, so that we can be represented.
Shut up.
But that turned out to be such a good freaking meme. Yeah, oh, it's the anime meme of cinema giving the thumbs down. Jesus. Back from washing the dishes. Well, welcome back. It is just wild. Now we've moved on to basically like Republicans being outwardly like Christian nationalist. Republicans literally having no issues with essentially without any euphemisms at all, just blatantly saying like, you know, these elections are, you know, not legitimate anyways. There's literal videos of Charlie Kirk, a huge conservative operative, I guess would be the activist, saying things like, yeah, if we take power, we're not giving it back. Okay. We have like people like Chris Rufo tweeting things unironically, saying that he has a political strategy or a political like agenda that should a Republican win in 2024, that he wants to that he and his ideal, and Chris Rufo is a huge like conservative influencer and has like sway. Dude has ton of followers, very, very popular with the conservative sphere. Saying things like if the Republicans, or if a Republican wins in 2024, that he would like the executive office to be used as a way to essentially centralize politics. And the way he's going to do that, or the way he thinks that it should work, is that you use the office of the executive to start essentially wiping out any other left-leaning or any type of left ideas should just be completely wiped out out of the federal government, from top to bottom, using the power of the executive office. And say what you will, it doesn't matter what what you believe in terms of like politics, but if somebody said that about like what your political beliefs are, or anyone's, you'd be pretty freaking scared, right? Because the
Yeah,
problem
I'd say
is
so.
the moment you start using things like, yeah, we need to centralize like politics, like there should be no other ideas except mine.
That's right.
Oh, huge
Only
alarm
me.
bells should be ringing. The moment
I am
someone
the only one that knows what is and should be.
right, like I'm the only, like, listen, this political ideology is the only one that you guys need. So anything else would be promptly stamped out using the power of the executive. Oh man. That was Chris Rufo, who is again a very, I would say, very influential conservative person. When can we? Oh yeah. That video in was it Turning Point USA, which is a massive like conservative thing. This guy came up and asked him. The guy came. There was this dude in the crowd who came up and asked Charlie Kirk, like, when can we actually use our guns? And not in a facetious manner, but he meant literally, like, okay, when do we start killing the opposition? You know what I mean? Like, and he had to spin that. He had to spin that hard. But the reality is, they believe it.
That's sad.
Those people believe it.
That's sad.
Crypto bros are gonna do politics on the blockchain soon. Don't worry. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. A 100% decentralized, except when the vast majority of crypto is owned by a small number of hands. That's what I don't understand. They're like, yes, this is the most like highly decentralized and all this other stuff. But like when you actually look at it, it's like, well, who owns the majority of X coin? Well, it's a handful of people, and that's like pretty, I think, standard across the board. And the thing is, his argument makes sense. It actually applies. Wait, what does that? Wait, what does that mean? After a lot of crypto is a Ponzi scheme. That is correct. A lot. I've seen way too many. After Alex Jones, I hope the conspiracy big mouths will put a cork in it. No. No. Alex Jones just stepped out too much, but people like Tucker Carlson are going to be fine. Oh, like the need for more militancy? Yeah, but like the thing is, I think that is the mindset. The mindset is different because I don't see the I don't see or I don't like the necessity for militancy. But I'm also super in favor of self-defense. And I'm quite fine with the idea that if there is a community that is going to be threatened, that, you know, everybody has a right to defend themselves. And it isn't the primary directive, because like the mindset is, I need to remember the guy who went up to Charlie Kirk. The mindset of him was, I need to kill the opposition. I mean, that's the only viable route in my head. That's what that guy is thinking, right? The country's under attack. The country's completely in shambles, and all these radical leftist Democrats, communists, all of these people, they're just destroying the country. So I got to do what I got to do. That's what he's thinking. The difference is, holy yikes, these people are growing in number. I'm actually not. I'm actually scared of them, so I'm going to do what I need to do to defend myself.
Shocker.
Like, my primary thought process isn't I need to kill the opposition. Yeah, and as reasonable as Charlie Kirk was like, oh yes, it's true. Okay, yeah, I know. But we have to be so. Yeah, that's just not gonna fly. They're already lost in the sauce. The people who are bought into this idea, they're lost in the sauce. All they hear is the green light to go, like, in their world, in their idea. They want that green light to go out there and just start, how do I say this? Robloxing people in the middle of the street.
Robloxing?
Yeah, or
The fuck does that mean?
removing people from being unaliving people in the middle of the street. Like, that's how these people would
What?
think. I'm trying to not get tossed, as you said. Imagine having to skirt TOS because, like, you can't properly talk about what these extremists would want.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it made no sense, and Sam made fun of it 100%. Because, like, he realizes and doesn't care about the ramifications of what he's doing. Because Kirk doesn't want any kind of collapse or civil war either. He's happy just raking it in line to his racist hogs. I agree. Like, he's completely fine with things not. He wants to push people so that they keep giving him views and money, and if that means entertaining this kind of rhetoric, then so be it. But I think deep down he's uncomfortable with that. And he knows, because you could see the way he reacted to it. Does saying yes or saying no get change? Wait, what? What does that mean? The grifter life, yep. You can join the ranks of Rave Dubin and Candace Owens. Yeah, it's kind of like Trump. He's happy to activate the hogs, but he still thinks that they're filthy peasants or whatever. Yeah, he absolutely does not give a flying crap about his supporters at all. Yeah, like, think about it. Remember, this guy was was sold as like some really super smart billionaire, and he's asking people for donations. It's all about the grift. It's all about what brings in donations, I guess. This is wild. I'm digging. Hey, Chibury Cut, I'm digging this new setup. It's new for me, at least.
Thank you.
Yeah, we this is the weekend relaxed. This is the weekend relax mode. Okay. This is the weekend relax mode.
That's right. Got our bean bags and all.
Yeah, we're sitting on bean bags. We've got a more earthy looking thing, completely made by hand, and we got our little robot thing, chalkboard. Oh no, please don't say that, Zimbu.
What?
It reminds Zimbu of another podcast called the Dark Horse Podcast. I'll tell you about it after stream.
Oh god.
You got the yuppie wall. I dig it. What? It's not a yuppie wall. It's a plank. It's planks of wood. Oh man. All right, that's it. I'm torching the set. I'm torching the set. I just got
Yuppie
compared.
wall?
I just got
You guys are trying to kill me. Clearly, I about fucking got blown out of space here.
Oh wait, you're talking about the game?
Yeah.
Oh no. Like,
well, both. I'm having a mini heart attack.
I'm
and
having a mini heart attack. All right, that's it. I'm torching the set. Listen, the moment we get compared to the Dark Horse Podcast and like yuppies, all right, that's it. I'm torching the set. Their set is by far one of the weirdest among the. Really? Do you think so? It's just like they're like in a RV vehicle. It's bizarre. The thing that bothers me is the parking meter. That's what bothers me. You could steal the Majority Report set. Oh,
that's what bothers you.
No, this set is no. This is Warm and Chill. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, we just got a thumbs up. All right, this set is chill. Okay, good. That's what we want to invoke here. It's the weekend. Come on, guys.
I was about to say. Oh shoot! It's almost 3.
They are upper cross second rate academics. Yep. Oh yeah, this is Warm and Chill. Okay. Whew, y'all about to. I was about to say. You could steal the Majority Report set. Oh, were you here early? Oh, were you here earlier, Ludacris? Yeah. Okay. Yes. I actually do have the panels. They're just on the other side. In fact, if you join us Monday through Thursday at 5, the flip side is actually is actually the panels. It's actually the same panels from the Majority Report. My first impression is that you're in a stable. Okay, I mean, I'll take it.
All right.
I'll take it.
I'm confused, but okay.
That's true. I wonder if there's a way. Maybe before we sign off, I'll like show you guys the flip side.
Yeah, it's called pick up the phone and walk around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like before we sign off, I'll just pick up the phone.
I'm just teasing you because you're like, well, maybe there's a way.
That's too funny. Should I do a parody? Because I can do it. I can put a unicorn. I can put a unicorn and call it the dark paste. The light unicorn podcast. And just do like a parody of it.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, probably just a coincidence. You know. It's what is it? It's the Brogan effect, right? All right. Press 1 if you want me to put a unicorn logo like theirs.
Oh my God.
Unicorn logo like theirs and call it
Guys,
the light.
I did not raise him like this.
The Light Unicorn Podcast.
If I did, he wouldn't be like this.
And the whole point of the podcast, I'll just talk like this, and I will sound very academic, you know? I'll sound very academic, and I'll make sure to use big words that people may or may not understand, but they sound legitimate. And I will say anything in this voice.
You're
And
supposed to say they sound credulous, not
right, oh,
legitimate.
credulous. That's right. We'll sound very credulous, and we've got the wooden set behind us, and we'll just bust out a couple of studies that feed our confirmation bias, and we'll teach our listeners that this is critical thinking. Critical thinking is when I search for the things that confirm my beliefs, because that's what I'm searching for. Never mind the truth and the consensus of science, but what I believe, which is fine.
I cannot. That's it. I'm going home.
Oh, it's okay, Ludicrous Speed Dragon. It's okay. Trust me.
Man, I really screwed this up.
What? There was a JRE live at the theater downtown. I'm so sorry. The show itself was live from there. Jeez. Yikes. I think I did a pretty good impression.
Did you, though? Did you really?
The dude basically uses Peterson process of lying about SJWs to gain notoriety. Yeah, and you dance around with pseudo academic things, because they are or I don't know if the right term would be applicable, but they are knowledgeable. They're not, for lack of a better word, they're not stupid. They absolutely know, or should know, what they're doing. That's the most infuriating part about it. They should know what they're doing, because it's not like they don't have the background, right, to understand it. It just makes you think. That's right. It's like one giant echo chamber, but then complains about how the other side is one giant echo chamber that's intolerant.
Sounds about like two opposing sides.
Yes. And it's hilarious because they'll go on about saying how they're just not allowed to say things and things like that while saying them. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But it gets the views.
That's all.
So
that
good on
counts.
them. Can
All
we get
that
a Star
counts
Trek
is the
game
views.
update?
I am here living my best life, guys.
How we doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing great?
Going on missions, getting rare items, training our crew, expanding our crew. We're doing great here, fam. But we are going to have to sign off soon.
Yes, that's right. It's about to be 3. You're right. What is that? Did anyone get holodeck sex addiction yet? I have no idea what that even means. In your crew?
No.
No? Okay, well, she must have... she must know what's going on here. What are you playing? Is that Star Trek? Yeah, Star Trek. What was it again?
Timelines.
Timelines. Okay. Thank God. Okay. Okay. Clearly, a few of you are communicating. Not me though, because I have no idea. You guys are talking Greek to me. That will kill the productivity of any starship.
You just need to, watch a little Star Trek, Carlos. Let's see. Who do I want? Who's somebody who's not maxed out? Let's see. 7. Majority?
I know what I'm gonna do. The first episode, okay? Listen, chat. The first episode of the Light Unicorn podcast is gonna be me.
Are you saying light unicorn or white unicorn?
Light?
Okay, because I was about to really question.
Because there's just a dark horse.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. The first episode of the Light Unicorn podcast is gonna be me confidently talking about all the knowledge that I know of Star Trek while knowing none of it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna confidently make an entire episode talking about Star Trek while having like almost no knowledge except with like from the basics that I've watched, and then like proclaiming to be a
I cannot even with you.
Yeah.
I think I got one of my crew kidnapped.
It sounds like Reavers have expanded their territory in Star Trek Federation territory.
Come on. You got this.
I have no idea what that means.
Do what?
It sounds like the Reavers have expanded their territory into Star Trek Federation territory.
I'm not getting it either. Come on.
You got me on that one because I don't know. That's right, Zimbu.
Come on.
Reavers are Firefly? Alright, listen. You should get the right to talk loads of things about you know nothing about. That's our job. True.
I got everything I needed.
But that's all they do though.
I got everything I needed.
Nice.
At least for that one mission. Fuck. Alright, dude, you gotta upgrade. Come here. You ready to go to the next level, Spocky, baby?
I'm getting roasted by chat. This is wild.
Yeah, because like you're doing yourself a serious disservice by not having seen a lot of this stuff. That's all.
ADT, you don't have the nerd credentials to hang out with us. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
Ah! Bye, Carlos.
Oh no.
It's okay, guys. He has to take me home anyways.
Yeah, probably a jock in high school. Ah, yes.
Oh, he was definitely a jock in high school.
Ah, yes. Yep. The biggest of biggest jocks.
Y'all are gonna make me cry.
The 5'2", 120-pound guitar student.
If 120 pounds.
Maybe. I'm not even sure anymore. Half this stuff, like a Star Trek video game with Reavers in it, sounds pretty awesome. When did that come out? I don't know. How long has this game been out, or did you just find it?
Is there a way to like look at it in Steam? I'm not sure.
Okay, so she got it on Steam back when it was
I mean, I haven't had it since it was new, but let's see. Oh hell. Yeah, I don't know how to look at it.
If you want more Star Trek games, there's a very excellent mod for The Sims of a Solar Empire. Nice. I'm sure my girlfriend will like that. There was a time where my girlfriend was obsessed with Sims. With like The Sims. If there's a mod to make it like Star Trek kind of deal.
Oh god.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. You know, I'm a little confused here. Alright, so you just need to have.
Wrong game. Sins of a Solar Empire. Oh wait, hold on. I misread that. Okay, so I misread a mod for Sims of a solar empire that you can make, but I completely misread that. Listen,
Good job,
chat.
Carlos.
Listen, chat. The previous minute didn't happen. Okay, the previous minute did not happen. You can all forget about it now. Thank you. Equals light 4x real time strategy game. Oh, I'd like RTSs. I like RTSs. That I can do.
Alright, what do you need?
Space battles and shit. That sounds pretty cool. RTSs are pretty good.
See, I wish that the first time I didn't play this game, I wasn't like really tired and messed up because I just went around and started like 50 random fucking things like I have a habit of doing. And now I'm just here kind of like
Trying to tie up all the missions that you're supposed to do.
Yep.
All right, folks. We just hit the 3:03 mark. We just passed 3 o'clock, so we gotta skedaddles.
we got skedaddle family.
Yeah. All right, folks. Before we go,
It's been real.
yeah, let me get Bakita the cat, and we're out of here.
Yes, Bakiti.
In the meantime, while the kitty cat makes her appearance, make sure you do the thing. You know, you do the thing where you follow, and you do the thing where you subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Do us a huge favor.
This
And
is
also-
how we do it.
Exactly. And while you're at it, make sure you spread the word that far and wide that this is a chill space to be. Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us on Sundays, around noon Eastern Time, for Caturdays. See you in the chat tomorrow. Yes, of course. That's right. Give me 1 second, folks, and we'll sign off. Make sure the kitty cat gets to say goodbye. So just give me a second.
Your second's up, Carlos.
No.
I keep trying to teach him you have to ask for a moment. But he just
A
does
moment,
not
a
seem to
second.
remember
It's
that.
the same thing.
It really is not, Carlos. If it were all the same thing, we would have one word in the English language and we would not know what the fuck was going on. He laughs because it's true.
No idea.
Burp. Gotta teach you to have it.
All right, folks. We've got... Oh, my mic almost fell.
Don't do that, Carlos. It's too early for that.
We've got a Vaquita the cat. Also, folks, if you happen to hit the follow button, you get 5 free emotes, including Vaquita the cat. Isn't she adorable? Oh,
She's alright.
oh.
She's
Ooh, can you
alright.
hear her? She's pairing up a storm. Alright. That was your,
She's a cutie pie.
yeah. Go on, kitty. Oh.
Oh, this was a stupid choice. Oh,
Yes, there you go.
I really screwed up.
Oh, no.
I accidentally built a shitty crew,
Uh-oh.
and I'm going to get murked.
Well, Godspeed.
God damn it.
Alright, folks. As always, please stay safe. Please take care of each other.
We love you all.
And we hope to see you guys in the next one. See ya. Oh, now she's purring in my lap. I would say she's pretty chilling right now.